I don't know how to make a spank spicy. Do I put pepper on it?
It was muy caliente.
I want to go home. I want to go home.
I feel like that one was on purpose.
It wasn't.
Welcome to Games Overboard. I'm PJ.
I'm Dan.
And I'm Cajun Seasoning.
Okay. When did you marry Cajun Seasoning?
It's always been between us.
I need a spicy spank, so...
Don't forget your prepositional phrase. To your food.
Okay, look, I'm sorry. We're this is getting pretty racy.
It's time for you to get out of our podcast. Bringing English into here.
Woohoo!
My batteries are dying already on our on-air sign. Look at
that sucks, man.
They can't see it anyway.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I took a picture of it. Actually, the picture might come out better now that it's looking a little sadder.
Hey, can't you read the sign?
No.
Oh my
I'm only an English teacher.
Our listeners can't.
I know. Sorry, guys. Okay. So,
My friend.
oh boy. Okay, so we've talked about it before, but we finally got through a campaign.
Yeah. This will be like a multi-part
It
review
will be.
because we still have to do several more parts of the campaign that we haven't even touched yet. Like
Right.
building up the fortress. Anyways.
Anyway, so guys, what we finally started playing a little bit more is Frosthaven. We did have 2 more people joining us tonight. Would you guys like to chime in? You do have to get up to the microphone, you know.
That's upsetting.
That's very upsetting.
thanks.
I guess we're not cool.
Yeah, we're cool. Hello,
Get up here. Get up here.
Hello, Val. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed
All right,
to say.
this is Val.
Yeah.
Val?
Yeah.
How about you take the microphone and point it toward your face hole?
Put some headphones on.
Yeah, put the headphones on, man. You got this.
This sounds like a hostage negotiation or something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot my gun. PJ, get me my gun.
You are safe.
Now he's terrified. I'm so sorry.
He was
No,
already
you're not.
terrified.
No, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all. This is how we always are.
Yeah. Anyways, Frosthaven.
Frosthaven.
We already did a Gloomhaven review.
We did.
It plays a lot like Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Yep. So nothing really new there. The cards are different. Like in how the iconography. A lot of iconography.
Yeah. So for Frosthaven, of course, whole new setting. You get a whole new map.
Yep. New characters, new progression system.
Yeah.
Uh,
New tiles, of course.
yeah.
But the gameplay mechanics are still very much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we've picked up where we left off from the last time, and basically we just ended up going through the whole first part of the campaign again, where PJ and I kept our original characters, and of course we had to pick the 2 hardest characters
Yep.
in the game, which, I mean, that you get right off the bat, which is fine. They're whispering things, and I don't trust them.
Just ignore it. It'll
It's
go
so
away.
hard to ignore when it's just sitting right there.
All right. So gameplay-wise, you just like Gloomhaven, you pick 2 cards out of your. You have a hand of cards that make up your character, and you pick 2 to play for that round, and you use the bottom of one card, the top of the other, and you can mix and match, like swap out which card you're going to use the bottom of, which card you're going to use the top of, which we had to do a lot of this game because plans changed very quickly
You're welcome.
as we were playing the game. I know I ruined some plans.
I ruined everybody's.
Yep. There was a time where I just couldn't do anything I planned.
You're welcome.
But yeah, it's really good where, like, you're planning to do one thing, someone screws that plan up, so you just flip what you're gonna do, and, reverse your plans kind of deal.
Go with the flow or go, well, shit. I'm stagnant.
Yeah. So at least this scenario was easier than many of the Gloomhaven scenarios I've ever done.
Right, and this is still just the first.
Yeah. Now, that being said, we did come close to dying.
Yes, I did. You guys were fine. It was mainly me.
I mean, I dropped out of 8 hit points, I dropped down to 3 several times. So
Yeah, I didn't get hit once.
yeah, Val's over there did not get hit at all. I made it through a while, the first room, without getting hit once.
No, all Val did was just steal all my loot.
And then
you jerk.
I made
We're
the
fast
dumb
enough.
mistake of bursting into a room alone. And that's
I was sleepy,
that's
man.
when
I was
got
resting.
pummeled.
I was resting, you know.
Yeah. So you can take a long rest where you don't take a turn that round and you get your cards back and you heal. And while everyone was resting, I just moved. I moved in.
Stupid mistake.
Yep, because then everyone attacked me.
Wah, wah.
So, but yeah, Gloomhaven is a game, and Frosthaven just where you level up a character. You pick a character, he levels up, or she, and eventually they meet their goal of why they're adventuring, and then they retire, and that usually unlocks a new actually that always unlocks a new character, and then that character has a reason for why they're adventuring, and once they achieve it, they retire and a new one unlocks, and so on.
Right, and what's cool is you might encounter your retired character later on, you know, with a new character. It's pretty neat because the way I like to describe it is it's the Elder Scrolls in a board game form. This game is, first of all, it's massive to begin with.
Yeah.
And then all of your outcomes and everything that can possibly happen is just astronomical.
Yeah. Yeah, I really love the scope and size and scale of this
What the hell is that face? Yeah.
So
That was like you're thinking on the toilet and you're like, wait, yeah.
by the way, Alex, when he poops, he has like the funniest poop face. And he stares, he makes eye contact with someone in the room. He'll search you out. And just like,
Oh God, he does the dog stare.
yeah,
Make eye
yeah.
contact. Make Oh my God. I think that's like a natural thing that all creatures do. It's kind of like, man, this is boring. Just pooping somebody else.
Maintain eye contact.
Uncomfortable. Ugh. I apologize to everybody listening.
What were you talking about?
Pooping.
Scope and size.
No, I mean before that.
The game. Anyways, I don't know why we got. Oh, because I made a face.
You made that face.
So yeah, this game has all of that. A lot of unlockable characters. It's easier to unlock characters, they say, in this one.
Yeah?
Like, within a couple scenarios, like you'll start unlocking new things. And
Okay, cool.
opening secret envelopes
Ooh,
and
secret.
things like that. We already put several stickers on the game map already.
Yes, we have.
And we have lots of loot to upgrade our town, which we haven't done yet.
We haven't done that yet. The town is kind of effed.
Yeah. So the first scenario is you saving the town because they're under attack.
Yes,
And-
I'm trying to hold back the profanity for a moment,
Oh,
Shanna.
no, we're saying it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
We're
okay.
commenting positively.
Positive.
Back off.
Positive. Whoa, apparently I'm supposed to bring it down.
You're abrasive.
Excuse me?
You're scaring Val.
I think you guys did that long ago.
We only just met him.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, look what you did.
How long ago? Like 2 hours ago when I met him?
As
Yes.
soon as I got here.
Good.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
kind of like he came in and like the fear just
Instant
emanated.
trauma.
And he was like,
So
"Holy
the
shit!"
baby. That wasn't even-
It must have been the dog.
It's true.
That's it. Yeah, the terrifying dog.
Terrifying dog
He's very
with no tail.
That's why she's terrifying. It ain't right.
That's not natural. That poor cat.
I know. All right.
Ladies are on one couch. I love it.
So yeah, like I was saying, this game like none of us got. I guess we got pretty close to death, but
Yeah.
none of us got close to like running off cards either.
No, I think I came the closest towards the end, and even then, I still had like 6 in my deck out of the 10 I'm supposed to have.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yeah, I finished with 3.
I guess yeah. So you were pretty close.
Yeah, like every single one of my summons or abilities took the card out of my hand.
Yeah.
oh geez, so like when you were done, you had to kill the card.
Yeah, if it wasn't movement, the card was done.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you better keep those little summons all over the place.
Yeah. Right.
Holy crap. Well,
Okay.
he did have a pretty higher difficulty for a first-time player too.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
So yeah, Val, you said before we started recording that like once you got into the flow of it, like the game really, like it made sense, the flow of it and all that. But how did it feel as a D&D player, never playing any of the Gloomhaven or Frosthaven games before? Like, what was your first impression of the game? How you feel about it?
I like how you can visualize everything there. And once you get past all the card rules and everything like that, it's just playing through the game. Like you can envision what you're gonna do before, and you can try to guess what your the other players are gonna do.
Yeah, that was something that we were pretty open with our information of like, I'm going after this guy, and
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. You're just supposed to go.
It's okay to say like, I'm going after this guy, but you're not supposed to say like, I have an issue of 13, and I'm going for that guy. Things like that.
This is where I screwed you guys over. Sorry, that was horrible.
I screwed you guys.
I screwed you over. It's me, Mario. No, that's where I screwed you guys over a lot. And I'm sorry, but not really. I got the job done. So my character is a faster character, so I did get in front of you a lot, Val, to take your kills. I got in front of you, PJ, a lot to take your kills.
Yep.
Yeah, you're the reason half my deck was in the discard pile.
I'm sorry about that. But I got the job done, damn it. And
I mean, hey, we ended up winning when no one died. So
this time.
Nobody died. It's always good.
I mean, we can't say that about our stint with the Aliens game. We did lose.
We did lose someone in Aliens.
We lost Gorman.
Yeah.
Which is only natural. He dies in the film anyway.
We don't talk about
Spoiler alert for a movie that's
40-ish, almost 40 years old.
37 years old, PJ.
Yeah, almost 40.
You've got to be specific. It's only a year older than we are.
I know.
Oh, jeez, PJ.
It's crazy.
Back to the topic at hand. Hey! I saw that.
You're double my age. Not my fault.
Yeah, these damn kids. Okay, back to the game. Components. How do we feel about the components?
Well, let's get Val's insight on this.
Well, I mean, being a necromancer, playing with the summons was kind of annoying because a lot of the cards go based off the summons. Like either you can add damage to them, and it's annoying having the summons go first, and then you do your damage add-ons after you've already done your effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. What did you think of the
quality
the pieces that you had to use?
I think the pieces were fairly good. I like the little icon, like your little character you get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So those pieces are the only ones that are actual models. Everything else in the game that you'll interact with are cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, standees.
Yeah, and of course they've got their own little multicolored stands, and each color is going to differentiate what they are.
Yeah,
which is great because then you don't have to keep looking back at a rule book or the map and figure out what's what. But even though they are cardboard, they're a pretty thick stock, so I think they're pretty decent quality.
Yeah,
I hope so because the entire packaging is enormous. The game itself is not cheap, and I think just like Gloomhaven, it's a fantastic display. Definitely worth the price.
Yeah. Now, okay. So speaking of worth the price, I have a question for everyone.
I may have an answer. I don't know about you.
Okay, Gloomhaven sitting over there. It retails for $140. Usually Amazon has it on sale for under $100.
Okay.
I bet you right now I could look it up, and it's probably under $100.
I'll take that bet.
Frosthaven.
No, I won't. I'm poor.
Frosthaven, I pay. Oh, and Gloomhaven, I paid $99 for on Kickstarter because
Right.
you pay less when you back Kickstarters and things like that. Frosthaven also $99. But that was pre-COVID. I backed it, and then COVID hit a year later. I backed it in 19. COVID hit 2020. And all of a sudden, prices for everything went up. The game is now $250 retail.
Gloomhaven is currently $105.
$105 on Amazon. Okay, for Gloomhaven. Frosthaven, the retail price is $250. When it hits retail, it's not in retail yet. Well, it is in a couple places. So,
Right.
is this a $250 game?
I'm gonna say just because of everything you're gonna get and your, I can't even say replay value, your playability, your longevity
The hours
in the
you
game.
get, yeah.
I say it's definitely worth it.
Frosthaven online is on Amazon is $359.99.
Yeah, scalping the price up. Yeah, $359 on Amazon right
And
now.
99 cents.
And
Oh, and 99 cents. Can't forget about that. That's without tax?
yeah, that's without tax
Oh, jeez.
for the places that have taxes.
And shipping.
Of
Yeah,
course,
and
shipping has to be involved in that.
Yup.
Okay, now I'm going for a, if you are this kind of gamer, if you are an enthusiast about this, yes.
Yeah, if you like dungeon crawls, if you like tactical games, that like, because we said in our Gloomhaven review, if you like the video game XCOM,
I love it.
something that's really difficult, it's turn-based, it's, you have a team that levels up and everything. Like, it's a good game. Yeah, like, it's a good game for you. It's a good bet to go with. I still recommend that if you aren't sure, get Jaws of the Lion at Target. Because it's only $30, 25 scenarios, and it plays exactly like the big boxes. Now, I have a complaint about the artwork.
Uh-oh.
I think we talked about it when we did our little preview on Frosthaven.
Uh-huh.
Some of the artwork is amazing. Like, really good. I like the new map tiles, especially.
Oh, the new map
and the
tiles are
artwork on
awesome.
them.
I'm sorry, I just heard a cat cry out in pain. And by pain, I mean, put me down. I don't want this.
But then there is one of a polar bear. Did I?
Yes, okay. Yeah, you showed me this.
God, this polar bear artwork. I'm going to post it on our Facebook page and Instagram, too. It's the saddest goddamn picture. Because it's a polar bear standing on an ice float, and the ice float is only big enough for its 4 paws. And it's like, I want to kill this. I don't want to kill this animal right now. Like, there's all this awesome artwork, and then there's polar bear on a little ice float.
I think he put that in there just to be cruel.
At least he doesn't have just one for each paw.
That'd be so cool.
That would be even more cruel. That poor polar bear possibly doing the splits.
And it's the same exact picture from Gloomhaven.
Okay, well, I think he thought people didn't see it the first time. He had to reuse it. You have to see this.
That's one thing, is like, there's a lot of reused assets. Even the magic elemental marker. It's the same thing, except they just made it blue instead of the color of wood. They made it look like ice, instead of wood. Things like that, where I feel like some people would call it lazy. Sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, they could have changed that. Like, if a video game came out and had the same exact graphics as the one that came before it, people like the Madden games.
Or any of the 2K games.
Yeah, like, where they literally have, like, banners in the background of the previous year. And so it's like, yeah, they probably should have just updated that,
Well, then you don't get that kind of money, PJ. The money's not there if you just do an update.
Well, obviously.
Duh.
But
Don't you know how games
especially for
work?
like a because this is like a luxury item game. This is a big game.
Yeah.
I would kind of expect a little more for something like that.
You also got to think of the cost on their end too.
True. Yeah.
So I can't fault
and
them
it being
too
a
much.
sequel, some continuity between them makes sense.
Right, and I can't fault them too much on that because you're still getting more than enough bang for your buck, so to speak, when it comes to this.
Yeah.
So I really can't fault it. Does it look lazy? Yes. At the same time, you're not really going to look at that so much when you're engrossed in the game.
Yeah.
You're not going to think about that.
Yeah. And I would say, like, looking at some of my games over here that are, like the average price of a board game is $60.
Right.
And the amount of content in that game compared to the amount of content in this box, like it's 4 times the price, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the content, like the amount of stuff you get in this box is huge
Oh, yeah.
compared to the amount of content in, like Betrayal or
Don't you knock Betrayal?
Wingspan even.
Oh, yeah.
Wingspan, like it's a $60 game. It's just cards and some wooden dice and blocks.
They are awesome, though. Awesome.
Oh yeah, we talk about it all the time. Like everyone who saw our Jamie Stegmaier interview, they know that he's my favorite designer.
What gave it away?
Well, I flat out said he's my favorite designer.
It also could have been the look on your face when we talked to him the entire interview.
Yeah, probably.
My God, a child opening Christmas presents on Christmas Day.
Yep. That's right.
It's because he's so good looking.
Your husband? Of course he is.
Darn right.
Yep. And he makes good very
Good save, Shanna. Good save.
The awkward pause is fine.
What awkward pause. Jamie, if you're listening. Megan, good job. I'll never forget her name.
All right, anyways.
Back to the...
So,
Jason
components. The insert that comes with the game. Because when Gloomhaven came out, the game is almost impossible to play because setup time is ginormous with Gloomhaven without having an insert.
Oh, yeah.
With an insert, I can set up the game pretty darn quick. Frosthaven, the insert that comes with the game is actually really good. I bought an extra one for made out of wood and everything, and
That thing is a freaking lifesaver.
it's nice. It's really nice. Not necessary, which is also really nice for anyone who buys Gloomhaven. Or Frosthaven, I mean. But I'm still learning where everything is in the box and all that, so setup time hasn't been reduced a whole lot yet.
And that's only going to get better with time.
Yep. But this game is quite a bit to set up.
It is.
It really is.
The one thing, so since we're talking about quality and everything, the instruction booklet and the what are those things called, PJ?
Reference sheets?
Yeah, not that. The campaign.
Scenario booklets?
Scenario books. There we go. Scenario books are incredible.
Yep.
I mean, there is so much stuff in here. In the 2 books that you get for your scenarios, and yes, you get 2 separate books. They are thick.
That's what she said.
Giggity goo. The only way I can describe them is it's a choose your own adventure. Kind
big
of
open world.
where, hey, this happened. Now go to this page.
So, anything else about components? The box is really nice.
The box is freaking
artwork.
heavy.
Yep. Cards. The design of the cards.
The design of the cards are really nice. I like the simplicity of all of them, except when it comes to my cards, which are ridiculously complicated.
Yeah. Because you have a fast and a slow side.
I have a fast side and a slow side, and you have to stick with one and then use the option that you're given, and there are things that you have to do on the card if you want to take a certain action.
Yep.
So it's constantly pushing you to use whatever ability that you're going to take, and it can be really, really daunting to try and figure out what you're going to do as your action.
Yep.
Which is why I usually take forever. You guys are like, I'm set, guys. What are you doing? But
all right. So now we move on to what worked.
Everything.
Yeah, I mean, for me, my favorite thing in this game and all the games is the AI, the artificial intelligence decks. Because, like, guards act like guards. You know, they'll sit and just shield up and retaliate, and they won't move. Where archers will try to keep their distance from you and shoot at you. Priests will just heal people and, you know, stay away generally.
Pansies.
Yeah.
I didn't call them a panzer. Because they're not tanks.
I believe that the hounds are back in this game, and they're really cool because, like, they like to be in packs, and if they are near other hounds, then they do extra damage.
Oh, crap. Sorry for Angie over here. Holy friggin' crap!
Thank you.
There are oozes where you haven't fought any oozes yet.
I haven't fought any oozes yet.
When they hit a certain level, they have cards that like split them, and so they just multiply and divide and fill the map.
I don't like this.
Yeah. Cat.
It's not a ghost.
Nope.
The house is exercised.
Yeah. We don't have that anymore.
Yes, we put it on the treadmill.
Yep. Get rid of it.
Wow, that was a long pause.
Well, it's like, oh, right, I have a button. Whoops.
Whoopsie. Oh, God.
So, yeah, like this game, the storytelling in this game is really good, too. They say they've done a lot of work to the actual story in this, where Gloomhaven didn't have much of a story.
Well, you can tell just after that first scenario that we ran.
Oh, jeez, yeah, the conclusion is like a whole page
it's
text.
a whole page of text, and most of it is dialogue from one NPC saying, "Thank you!"
Exposition.
Blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, are we done yet? No? Okay. Are we done yet? No, she crushed your hand. Okay, are we done yet? Now we're done.
Yep.
But yeah, there's a lot of story to this one, which is really nice. It really brings you into the world. Val, what did you think? You're kind of silent over here, staring at a cat.
I mean, for my first dungeon crawler and everything like that, it's a pretty easy game to follow. Like, everything acted out supposed to. Like he said, the archers are archers, the guards are guards. It's not too much to follow up. And even the more complex, like, parts of being a necromancer, even if I couldn't do certain effects or anything like that, like, let's see, if Dan completely cucked me on one of my attacks, I still have, like, options I could do, and it wouldn't completely screw me over. And with the lore text, too, like, after beating the town, it feels like you really are a part of the game. Like, even like, you're not just playing the game. Like, you are your character.
Right. And that's what's pretty cool. It really brings the whole video game aspect of games like this, like Skyrim, any of the Elder Scrolls games, and it does a great job of just putting you right in that situation.
So, adjacent to this, Gloomhaven, the role-playing game, is on the way.
Oh?
And it uses the same card system. Instead of rolling a d20, you have, like, you know, a little deck of cards, and you're like, I'm gonna do this. Flip. And then you see if it works or not. And the
Is this something we could use in the bedroom?
And then the DM can give you, like bless or curse cards and things like that.
Interesting.
To mix into your deck.
This is okay.
So there is an RPG coming.
That's pretty cool. This I'm interested in.
Yeah. So that I think could be really neat.
Yeah,
to mess around with.
Overall, this series is really, really cool. And just like James
there are a couple
Stegmaier's
comic books too.
Really?
I have one upstairs.
That's awesome. I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah.
And like Jamie Stegmaier's games, it does have that same feel when you get a sequel to something you didn't think was going to get a sequel. It's really exciting.
Yeah.
And just like the Stegmaier games, these things are very, very natural to get into. And
So are you saying that there's going to be a Gloomhaven like D&D pretty much?
Yes.
Interesting.
But instead of rolling a d20, you have a deck of 20 cards, and that you flip that to determine what happens. And as you level up, you can like take out some of the -1s from your deck and put
Kinda
others
like
in.
Ben.
Yeah.
Really great.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, and that's what we do with this game.
Yeah, with Gloomhaven, Frosthaven, and everything too, same
Yeah,
thing.
you still have that same progression, which is really neat.
Eventually, you get to a point where there are rolling cards where you flip a card and it says like do 1 damage and flip another card, and so then you flip another, and then that might have another rolling modifier. You flip
Holy
another,
crap.
and yeah, you're gonna have like a string of like 6 cards, you know, of all these different things that you do to some poor freak.
Bugger.
Yeah,
It's okay, PJ.
is it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What doesn't work in this game?
What doesn't work?
Val had a good one.
Val, what was it?
I mean, the effects with summons working after didn't really work a lot. And if you do spend like all your turn building up summons, moving them, and attacking, with moving them and just summoning them out, you can't do anything with them until the next turn after. So it's really just setting up for an entire turn or two, depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that is something where like, yeah, when you summon a creature to the board, like they don't do anything until your next turn because they go before you.
I can't really say that that's a detriment to it.
Just an interesting design.
It's an interesting design choice, definitely, and it
I can
really
see how it's frustrating.
gives you that whole idea of setting up your plan of attack, getting everything put together. And is it slow? Yeah, it's a little cumbersome, but I don't think it really detracts anything more than just it's making you wait to reap benefits of what you've already set up.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's something that doesn't work. It could not work for some people like you, Val, but for me, I think that's something that's fine. I think that works because with the character I have, he's fast. And I run out of cards fast. Very fast. Because it's zip up ahead of everybody, get a couple of hits in, and you do it again.
Yeah, by the time it takes me to summon a creature and even attempt to move it, you've already killed like maybe 2 or 3.
That's right. And if I weren't in this game as this character, that might not be a detriment to you. You know, if you're playing with somebody who's slow, if you have a PJ's character where they have to take an entire turn to go over from a close quarters combat to a long range, that's something that could work in both of your favors.
Yep. Yeah, your character throws a big wrench into a lot of our plans, which really makes an interesting dynamic to the game.
You know, Dave Grohl once said, "I don't want to be your monkey wrench, but I don't care."
Anything else that doesn't work before we move into favorite moments of the night?
No, because anything that didn't work for me was just pure user error on my end.
Yeah.
It was just getting myself into a sticky situation where I went, oh, well, that was stupid.
How about one complaint I hear a lot from people who have played it is it's literally just more of Gloomhaven. Like, it's not that much different from Gloomhaven.
Okay, so I understand that.
You know, like, if you know how to play Gloomhaven, you know how to play this. Like,
okay, well, you know, that's something that avid fans of this series, I think, would want. You don't go to an Elder Scrolls game wanting something completely new and different. You want the combat to be similar. You want, you know, things to be very similar, but with a new storyline and with
you don't go to see John Wick Chapter 4 expecting a comedy.
Really, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to laugh my ass off.
I mean, yeah,
at this
there's
one.
definitely going to be some laughter in there.
Speaking of John Wick, I just have to say, we did lose Lance Riddick over the weekend, which is really, really sad because he was fantastic in that film. And of course, I know one of your favorite shows was Fringe, and he was absolutely incredible. And The Wire. I was wondering if that was ever going to come up. I'm glad it did. So rest in peace, good man. But again, you're not going to come in here and expect something completely different. So any complaints on that, I say, why did you buy it knowing exactly what you're going to get?
Yep.
I like the fact that it is very similar to Gloomhaven. But you get a more detailed map. You get this really awesome map that you can start to rebuild.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a really cool element that we didn't have before.
And eventually we're going to get, like, raiders attacking the outpost and things like that.
That stuff
So
is
we have
really
to make
cool.
sure it's pretty well fortified.
I mean, this is the kind of stuff
all
that
that.
you didn't really get a whole lot of in Gloomhaven.
No, not at all. Yeah.
So I think you people who complain about this just need to play it some more.
Oh, I wanted to say that I completely lost it.
Well, I'd known that years ago.
Completely lost what I wanted to say. Oh, on the things that do work before we get into favorite moments of the night and wrap this up, is that every single character from Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion, and Frosthaven are interchangeable.
That is awesome.
So you can take, like, characters from Jaws of the Lion, put them in Frosthaven, or Frosthaven, and take them all the way back to Gloomhaven, and they'll work.
My God, can you imagine our 2 new characters in Gloomhaven? We might actually have a decent shot at that first scenario. Not get our butts kicked so bad.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
All right, we gotta learn the characters a little more first.
Yep. Favorite moments of the night.
Stealing everybody's kills.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I really enjoyed, because my character shifts between ranged and melee. He's just like running up to someone, switching to melee, killing them. Or trying to. And then switching back again next turn to shoot someone, 5 spaces away. And things like that.
That's pretty cool, because that character is very versatile, and just being able to have that in your character is really neat. Especially with games that will only give you one or the other. Mm-hmm. You're really proficient in close-up, but you can't shoot worth shit. Or you're a great marksman. Forget about getting up close and personal.
Yeah.
What about you, Val?
My favorite part was just being a giant loot goblin the entire time with my summons.
I was hoping you would say that, because Val's
dick.
just like, hey, I'm going to go over here. Okay.
Like, all right, I'm going to go this way and collect this, and it's not your turn yet. Okay. Val, what are you going to do? I'm going to take this and this. Dick!
Yeah, for me, I'm like, I'm going to get this loot. And he's like, I was going to go. Oh, I can go over there. Never mind. You can go. Go get that. Gee, I'm glad I have your permission there.
This is a non-competitive game, Val.
Fun fact, the original Kickstarter for Gloomhaven, there's a $60 version that didn't have any plastic minis.
Okay.
It was all standees. B, one of the stretch goals that they never achieved was a PvP mode.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, but Isaac they never hit the goal, so he never designed it.
Huh.
So that just never happened.
Now I'm curious.
Right?
I think we should try to get him on the horn and talk to him.
That would be fun.
I think that would be awesome.
That would be fun.
We've gotten the king of board games already on.
You need to throw in a John Garcia if you're listening.
It has been a while since
Hey,
we've
I
had
already
John
threw that
Garcia.
one in. But,
Dan did mention John. That is true.
That's fine. No, whatever. Don't listen to me, jerks.
Okay, I won't then.
Asshole. You didn't hear that.
Any other good stand-up moments or anything? I think that's pretty much... I think we kind of covered it.
Oh, yeah, no. So that, at the beginning of our quest here, I gave away my dagger to one of these creatures that we were fighting, hoping that I'd get something in return. That asshat didn't give me anything. I want my poison dagger back, damn it.
I was reading the card, and so, like, there are road events, and then there are outpost events. Just like in Gloomhaven, there are road events and city events. And so, as you're going to your scenario, something happens. And without spoiling anything, Dan gave away a dagger. So I flip over the back of the card, and I see that if you would have given over something else, like, all this stuff would have happened. And instead, all it says is, okay, thanks, bye.
I've been cheated.
So, that just cracked me up. But then it said, like, add a card into the road event deck. So I'm wondering if we're going to meet this character again later in the game.
I hope we do, because I'm going to ask him for my damn dagger back. Dick. Maybe I should ask Val for some of that metal and stuff and money he found, so
All the loot.
I can buy a new one. Oh, don't you wag your finger at me, young man.
All right. So it was a shorter episode today, but this is only part one. We're going to be playing more Frosthaven and chiming in with our experiences as we go.
So far, it's been a very, very positive experience. I really enjoy this game. I think this is cool. Weighing all the pros and cons that you guys have laid down, again, I don't see them so much as cons. I want you to bump that in post so you can hear that poor cat scream.
So I think this is a good place to wrap it up.
I think so.
Yeah, it's getting late.
It is getting late. But for my last thoughts here, for the price, only if you're sure this is your kind of thing. If it's not, definitely go and find the Target version.
Yeah, Jaws of the Lion.
Jaws of the Lion.
Get Gloomhaven on Steam.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Either of those will tell you if you like this style of game or not.
If you do and you can't afford it, get it. This game will not disappoint, and you will have more hours than you can count. Just put into this.
Absolutely.
And I'm excited to put more hours into this myself.
Yep, I recommend highly.
Highly.
This game is awesome.
Val, right?
Well, Val said he's like, "Are we coming back to keep this going?" so Val, you first experience recommend?
I mean, yeah, as a first time playing, it was fairly fun. After the whole
fairly fun, not immediately, not like, oh my god, this was amazing. It's fairly.
Well, I mean,
fun.
it's quite an experience for that first time.
It really is. No, that's true.
After going past the half hour of setup, it started to take place.
In his defense, we were all distracted with that stupid movie that the girls constantly play while we're trying to set things up.
Yep. Yeah, that's something. Our playtime was really long. And a lot of it was because we got distracted by movies.
I know.
So
we should put up like a big curtain here,
like a green screen.
Oh. Wait, who's the green screen for?
You're gonna segregate us. That's sexist.
Yeah.
We have a girl over here.
But she's not even speaking because she's a weirdo.
Hey.
Oh, she spoke. Holy freaking crap!
We did it!
Yay!
Time to back it up. That's
All
it.
Right.
I got one more thing.
All right. Let's wrap it up.
Pack it up, pack it in.
Yep.
All right. Let me begin.
No, we're ending it.
Ah, shit.
All right, everyone. So we're gonna end it with our recommendation of Frosthaven there, and oh my gosh, I'm tired. Let's just say goodbye. Have a good week, everyone.
Good night, guys.